In the previous lessons we talked about simple types of data. Let's get on to how to apply them now. The basic elements to store data in programming are variables, which allow to write and stock inside of a computer's memory a certain information. We write variables in Java according to the following scheme: variable type and variable name. Variable type is an information on what will be assigned to it. Variable name can, on the other hand, be any string of letters or numbers beginning with a letter or the underscore. We name variables according to the convention camel case. The name begins with a small letter and every word that comes after it begins with a capital letter. You can see here a declaration of 4 variables. 2 of them are type string to stock the first and the last name. The third one is int for an age information, and the last variable is a double for the weight. A declaration allocates free space of a certain size on the computer's memory. Let me remind you that in the lesson about types of data we said that, for example, the type int needs 4 bytes of memory, while a double needs 8. When we declare a variable, default values are assigned. For all numerical types, the value 0. For the chart type, an empty value, represented by this code. For the boolean, the value false. And for object types, for example string, but it might as well be your very own class, the value of an empty reference written as null. If we have a declared variable, then we would most often want to assign a certain value to it by ourselves. This process is called initialization. Initialization is the process of assigning a value to a variable. We can therefore write as follows: string first name, string last name, int age, double weight. And then we want to initialize those variables. So we take the name of the variable, first name, an equal sign, and the value we want to assign. As you can see, we now have variables which represent information on a given person. We can shorten this code by linking the declaration with the initialization in one line. Moreover, declarations and initializations of variables of the same type can be written in one line as well, only separating them by a comma. Variables, as their names suggest, can change their value in time, so it will be correct to assign different values to them multiple times. For example, in order to correct personal data. So, if we grow old and at the same time lose weight, then we can write age 26 and weight . And it won't be a mistake. Please notice that when changing the variable's value, we omit the type of variable. If we did write the type, it would mean declaring a new type of variable, but the variables can't have the same name and the compiler wouldn't allow it. But there are certain situations when we actually don't want there to be the possibility to modify a given type of data. Let's input an additional variable, which represents the personal ID number, for example, a number which cannot be modified. It will be represented as a series of signs, so we'll be using a string type. string personal ID. In order to ensure that it won't change its value over time, instead of declaring the ID number as a variable, we should create a final variable. And we do this by the final keyword. When we will try to assign a new value, the compiler will not allow it. So, in this case, we see the declaration and initialization of the final variable in the same line, but just like with simple variables, we can divide this instruction into two lines. Let's extend our program to display all the informations in console. Hi. Personal ID. Age. Weight. And that's it. We can run it now. As you can see, printing variables on screen looks exactly like in the previous lessons, with the sole difference that to the method println or method print, we haven't directly written the value that we want to display, but also the variables to which this given value is assigned. What is the purpose and advantage of using variables instead of writing the values directly into the method print? The reason is that we can use variables multiple times. So let's compare two different versions of writing code. Hi, John Smith is John Smith you. Let's assume that you want to change John Smith to Louis Roberts. Since this name is used in two lines of the code, you have to correct it in two places. And if the code had been more complicated, it would have been very easy to omit something. So how does it look like if we are using variables? We have already first name and last name. We can remove John Smith and add it like this, like before. And now, if we want to change first name and last name, we do it in only one place.